Definitely.
Favorite band of all time. Literally, not even kidding. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Good morning, and welcome to another episode of the Chop Sports Daily, coming to you live, finally back here, from the Flipping Made Easy studio right here in Matawan, New Jersey. It is Sturch. It is Scoop filling in for Gooch as he is, he's at Tiki Monday. No, I'm kidding. Then again, you know what? He told me one thing.
Big booty mix again.
And he might be doing that. No, Gooch is not with us today. He's handling some personal matters, but we do have the brand new daddy of Chop Sports. Rob is behind the glass again. He's back for a Monday show. Congratulations to Rob and his newborn son, Finnan
Patrick Bohannon.
I like
That
it.
is
I like
very
it.
Irish.
I was going to say.
Does he know Gaelic already? Or is he,
does he have like the flag tattooed to his chest already? But yeah, congratulations to Rob as he welcomes back to the show. Good morning to the chat, ladies and gents. We got Bailey coming in. Dalton's back. Tony Benevento's in the house. Also probably just tuning in because Scoop's here, and he probably told him to, right?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
That sounds right.
But you saw the standings are updated. Everything finally got fixed by Gooch on the fantasy.
Congratulations on that, Gooch. I appreciate it. That's great.
Way to catch up on that one. By the way, I'm just getting over a small cold, so if I sound like I have smoker's cough, laugh. That's why. But anyway, I'm glad you guys are joining us today on a Monday. We had ourselves a great weekend outside of the whole, Rangers are gone thing. We'll get into that. But if you want to support Chop Sports, you can do so by heading on over to patreon.com/Chop Sports. That is the way to support the show in a monetary way. There is a $3, $5, $10 tier. The $10 tier will have some backstage, behind the scenes access. Also, we're going to be getting involved with some stuff with Kyle Kerms and the Sauce Network. So $10 will get you all the extras with Chop Sports. $5 gets you some awesome discounts off the store. $3 is basically say, hey, go get them, guys. You can do it.
Oh, shit. I didn't... Remember my debit card got stolen?
Oh, yeah. No, don't get me started. I already got it.
So
it's denied. Yeah, I know.
I got denied. I got to redo that. Actually, now thanks for reminding me.
Bitch.
So I'm not
I say it every show.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Get out of here.
Just remember that.
That actually happened to a couple of the guys, and you can't have that conversation with them. Like,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
weird.
like general
Hey,
support.
dude.
So whom? Yeah.
Where's my
bro,
$10?
Bro, your credit card got denied, dude. I thought you wanted to support
cheap
Chop
fuck.
Sports. What are you doing? It's $3, you jerk. Right? Like, I'm like, I can't have that conversation with people. So I just root for you guys to stay up on it if you're in it and make sure your credit card's up to date.
Yeah.
So good morning to what else we got? Yeah. AJ Bascone coming for blood. Hey, listen, AJ served me my second loss of the fantasy season over the weekend. It was only my second one. I'm now in second place at a massive 7-2 start. 9 weeks into this season,
5-4, baby.
I'm 7-2, and I'm very excited because I haven't played fantasy baseball in 10 years, maybe even more than that. And I feel like my team is pretty good. And Gooch no-sold it, and he told me like, you'll run into problems here. And I'm like, okay. And I've won 7 out of 9 games. Gooch is now, I believe,
I play him
4-3-1 or 5.
I play him this week.
You need to take care of business. I'm rooting for you
him.
because it's not that I root against Gooch. It's just like everybody knows that Gooch is very confident when it comes to
a little competitive.
He's a little competitive. So when Gooch gets floored in fantasy baseball, we all kind of embrace together. Yeah. So I am 7-2. I am dominating, but Tony is in first. That's 7-1-1.
No, it's Joe.
Oh, it's Joe D. That's right.
Tony wasn't a lead.
Tony wasn't a lead. Tony beat me. He's one of my other 2 losses. He's one of my other losses.
Who probably has like the best team all around.
I mean, obviously I do. No,
Really?
I'm kidding.
I don't.
I have a great pitching staff. I got bit with the injury bug right away. But I kind of weathered the storm. I think all the teams are good. AJ's team just took me to school, so he's got a good team.
I have 9 people on the IL.
Yeah, no, the IL. I picked up Carpenter for no reason. I'll get into him in a second. Yeah. I was like, he'll get a spot start here and there. But anyway, so you can go check us out also at Dat Chat. You can do us a favor there if you're on social media and you have 18 apps. How about a 19th? You can go set yourself up with Dat Chat. They do blockchain, NFTs. They have their own social media platform. My boy Glenn hooked that up, so be sure to head over to Dat Chat. Also, in less than 2 weeks, ladies and gents, we have ourselves a rager to go to, and that is the Chop Sports Barbecue on June the 26th at 1 o'clock till 6 o'clock. What does that mean, actually, 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock? It means show up at 1. We got to shut down shop at 6, but that doesn't mean we can't continue to party. We can, continue the party elsewhere, whatever. But introducing now into this fold, right? We have a nice little response right now. If you don't sign up for chopsports.events@gmail.com, Ashley will hunt you down and probably not let you in. She's going to be the door girl. she's going to be checking IDs and wristbands and stuff. No, but she wants you to email. We need a decent head count, or at least accurate, to know how much beer we need. But again, we'll probably overestimate. Ben, what up, dude? Good morning to you. Grasso says Dave's team is solid. Well, I'm playing you.
AJ said he'll trade you Severino. I don't know why he didn't pick him up in the first place.
Oh, a trader. I should have drafted him. I should have drafted him. That's right. As I break the custom creations, cabinet creations sports desk here, because he broke the golden rule during the draft, and he said a name that nobody had heard of. Oh, they heard of the name, but like, it's like, I can't believe this guy's still on the board.
I didn't say that. I said, look, he's listed as a relief pitcher and not a starting pitcher.
I flipped.
That's all I said.
I flipped my lid. But anyway,
should have picked him up earlier.
I did. But introducing to the Chop Sports Barbecue is the Chop Olympics. Okay, Kyle brought this up. He called me at like 10:45 on a Sunday, so I knew it was big news. I was like, all right, why is Kyle calling me? That's how I answered the phone. I was like, it's 10:45 on a Sunday, must be big, right? He says, look, I think we need to do this, and this, and we're going to basically take at least, I think, 16 guys and girls, whoever wants to participate. You're every man for themselves, every woman for themselves. It'll be 16 people. We'll do 4 games, one of them being bags like Cornhole, which is sponsored by cornholelevel.com. He'll be there. We'll be doing that. We'll be doing the buckets beer pong or something like that, or what?
Tennis ball. What the tennis ball?
See, I thought we were talking about the big tennis balls that you had to like chuck, like a basketball.
No. The tennis balls, get them in the bucket.
Okay, so a beer pong with the tennis balls,
tennis balls.
Probably horseshoes, and then that football thing that he bought.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's hard to explain. It's kind of like cornhole, except with the football and a chair. The chair has a hole in the middle, and you have to throw it in. If you throw it into
field goal, is there uprights?
Yeah. Okay. If you throw it into the chair, it's 6 points, and then you have to kick the extra point afterwards.
You actually kick it?
Yeah, but if you throw the ball and it hits off the chair, and the other team can intercept it for 3 points, so there's gonna be diving around.
God, Gooch is gonna be grass stained up and down.
I'm excited. It looks
that's gonna be fun. So anyway, yes, the Chop Olympics will be going down at the barbecue. Please, if you're gonna go to the barbecue, please RSVP. There's a Facebook group. If you just don't know how to work email and you're on Facebook, just head on over there and respond going. Just so, again, we just want some kind of accurate head count. Fellas, over the weekend I found out my wifey will be having the newest chop head to the world, my baby boy, Jack, my man.
Congrats.
Bro, first of all, I saw the video. I was very pumped for you. Like I said, I don't know how to feel about having a boy first, because that didn't happen to me. But when I found out I was having a boy the second time around for me, I was like, let's effing go. And you find out in a month? A week.
Next Monday.
Shout out to Casey, who has to deal with this piece of garbage every day. But yeah, so that's awesome. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for Rob. He's got a brand new boy in his family as well. We're growing here at Chop Sports. Yeah. Hey, Rob, is your son subscribed?
Right, just start making one for the kids, more subs.
That goes for everybody. Every son or daughter that's born going forward, get them a phone and get them to subscribe to this video, this channel, and like the video. So please do that. Yes. So yeah, I was pumped for you, Jack. I was definitely pumped for you. So anyway, there is some NFL stuff. We'll talk more NFL later. All the mini camps are starting today. A lot of guys are reporting. A lot of guys aren't reporting. We'll get into the aren't reporting later on. But the guys that are reporting, Rob, you were telling me before, Lamar Jackson in the house, right? So despite all the contract bullshit he's going through, which again, I think he's negotiating his own deal. So that's, or his mother's his agent or something.
Supposedly the Ravens are ready to pay him right now. But if he could wait a year, he'll get more money next year. It's a bunch of funny stuff going around.
Yeah, well, I think the salary cap will go up exponentially next year because of the TV deals and stuff. So maybe he's just kind of holding out for that.
Well, but big money.
Got to be careful though. When you're a running back like that, when you're a quarterback like that, and you run the ball like you do, you better get your bag and you better secure that shit because you can go down at any moment.
Well, Lamar Jackson is basically equivalent to Aaron Rodgers, right? That's what was said over the weekend.
Don't start. You know what? We gotta get Rob in the chat. That's official.
Yeah, we got the Chris O'Daniel. How come I'm not in the chat?
Yeah, you got to get in this chat, dude. Let me tell you something.
You graduated to our chat. Congratulations.
Yeah, you've been promoted. That chat blew up on that, and I think I was sleeping. It must have been like later at night. I don't remember. But Kyle went on this thing about how many quarterbacks he would take over Aaron Rodgers, and Gooch was just like, "I'm bowing out. Like I can't deal with this right now."
That chat has an argument literally every day, and it's usually me and Kyle.
Usually,
but I just looked at it this time. I'm like, all right, let me
I was like, I'm scrolling. I'm like, this is fun. Anyway,
so how many QBs did he have over?
I don't like 6 or something like that.
I think he barely made the top 10. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
So.
man.
And he keeps saying, like Kyle keeps saying that they're going to have a bottom 10 offense this year, without Devontae Adams.
I mean,
and,
it is going to be a weird offense. You don't know what you're going to get.
Aaron Rodgers, to me, is the same guy as Tom Brady. Like, he can make dudes.
Yeah,
like, Jordy Nelson coming out of college wasn't touted to be this dude. And Aaron Rodgers made Jordy Nelson. You know what I mean? Like, Devontae Adams, everybody knew what was getting with that, but he's made other guys. Like, nobody would ever talk about Scantling or anybody like, or even this guy, Alan Lazard. Nobody's talking about him unless Aaron Rodgers is throwing him the rock. So that's how I feel. But anyway, NFL reports the minicamp today. A couple of names that are going, like the Lamar Jackson. I am curious to see what the hell Cleveland's doing. All eyes on the Watson stuff because we don't know when that's going to come down. If it comes down at all within the next, I would say, a couple of weeks. You got to assume that no matter what they do, it'll be games and not training camp. So you can't suspend a player from training camp. It just doesn't happen. It's suspending a certain amount of games. I'm not going to touch into that bullshit again, but I will say it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when and how many.
But as for Watson and the Browns, you're going into a new offense, a new team. You need to be at training camp. They want you there. I mean, the only person right now who it looks good for is Baker Mayfield because he's like, you know what?
But
I know the offense.
This is going to end up being a Baker Mayfield contract year for him. So it's going to be like, all right, if I play good, I'm going to go get a job somewhere. So
I don't know if he's going to. If I'm Baker Mayfield, I'm never team like pout, but I'm team like, yo, screw you guys.
But,
like I'll sit and collect his check. I'm
he
not
gets
playing
paid regardless.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
But he sucked last year.
Oh yeah.
So it's like
It's not that he's bro. There's a lot of situations where that guy was so banged up and he went out there anyway.
Right.
Injured.
But he looks like a crybaby, so he wants.
He does.
So this
And
is like a prove it. Like,
And
all
I've
right,
said that. I've said that Baker Mayfield is a boohoo Baker, and like when he gets into these modes, he's just like Kyler, just like Lamar, just like anybody. Even Aaron Rodgers, the best of the best, when he's off and it's boohoo, you can't even talk to him. Like he's one of these guys where you just can't even mess with his psyche because it's already down in the shitter. Yeah. But I'll look at Baker Mayfield this year as I'm not playing for you. You guys just gave up the farm just to get this piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like
all right, I'm not playing then. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't really get it.
Trade
either.
me.
Where do you think Garoppolo's going to go?
That's another thing, bro.
Because
I feel bad.
Garoppolo's going to be traded.
I don't
Apparently.
feel bad, but now I'm hearing sources. There's a couple tweets floating around out there that both of these guys are going to get cut. And I can't see that happening. I can't see the Niners or Cleveland just not getting value for these guys.
If they cut Baker Mayfield, he still gets paid, right? Because
he's got some guarantees in his deal, yeah. I think they're still on the hook for his last whatever. Because I think they picked up his option. So because they did that, that's a guaranteed, boom, here's in your pocket. So they cut him now. It's ridiculous.
I just think something.
You can't designate somebody as a pre-June
No,
cut.
somebody needs to get picked up sooner or later because, like you said, training camp starting now, mini camp starting, preseason's coming. You can't get these guys, like say just for instance, Jimmy G goes to Seattle. He can't come to Seattle in August and expect anything to happen.
I know.
In a good way.
I know.
So I don't know. Something's got to happen quick.
All right, let's address the elephant in the room. All right, our beloved
I'm a big time fan.
New York Rangers shit the bed, and it's over. Up 2-0 in the series, lose 4 straight. Goodbye, good night. And I look at this team first when they announced the lineups and Kako was a scratch.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And I said to Rob in the group chat I'm in with Tim and Tommy, and I said, look, like they got to change something because they haven't done shit in 3 games. And as much as fun as the kid line was throughout the entire NHL playoffs, they kind of stalled out. I mean, you had to shake it up. You had to put your scorers on your top line, and you had to get other guys playing center. Kako's still young. I think it's just his second or third year, not even.
But
second year.
This is definitely his last. That was his last game as a Ranger.
I think so.
He's not gonna resign.
I don't know. Yeah, because I'm looking at these. I looked at the contracts earlier, and Kako, I believe, is a restricted free agent. So the Rangers have the ability to.
I don't think he's gonna.
I don't know.
How do NHL contracts work? Wasn't he just drafted 2 years ago?
I think it's only like 3-year deals or something like that. Because I did see that he was an RFA. Unless I was looking a year in advance from that. That's kind of what I saw. But if I'm looking at the nucleus of this team, they're not going to lose any of their defensive pairings, so that's good, right? Yeah. A lot of guys are down on a lot of these players. I don't know. I think they might have just run out of gas. And I thought for sure that was going to be an advantage for the New York Rangers being the younger team and they could last longer. But they played for like 20 fucking straight games, dude. Yeah. Like this was a long playoffs for them. Guys are getting hurt every third second. Like, they're wobbling off the ice, and then they're coming back 5 minutes later, and they're wobbling right back off.
I feel like Lindgren's been hurt every game.
That's what I'm saying. The guy broke his foot like twice, like in a matter of 2 playoff series. Like this guy, and look, this is what happens with a lot of these guys. Now you'll find out what they have. You'll find out, all right, this guy had a broken this guy had a torn this. Like, all these things will start coming to fruition. And look, the Lightning, look, they're a better team. We all knew that going in. So, like, the happy to be there moment was game 1. I was like, wow, this is great. Then they win, right? And I'm like, we're still happy to be there. It was only game 1, right? Game 2, my eye emojis. I'm like, wait, hold on. You know, like, maybe I'm not happy to be here anymore. Maybe I want the fucking cup. You know what I mean? And then I don't know if the Rangers felt themselves a little too much, but
it was a rough last 3.5 games.
It was really bad. Yeah, they go up 2-0 in
scored
game
like
3.
One 5-on-5 goal.
Bro, yeah, it was like if there wasn't a power play, you just weren't confident that they were going to get the puck to the net. You know what I mean? And it's just like Vasilevsky played his ass off again. You know,
Phenomenal.
2-3 game. Guy is great.
Dude, look at Igor, though. Like, Igor was...
Dude, if
some of those
Igor
games should have been like 6.
If
6
Igor
goals.
doesn't play game 5 or 6, if he doesn't play game 6, they lose that game 5-1.
Yeah.
6-1.
He hit some ridiculous saves.
Dude, playing on his head. And that's the thing. You need somebody to get in front of somebody. The fact that I know that Reeves isn't your most talented player in the world, but he will set the tone. He'll knock the shit out of somebody to try to shake him up a little bit. You didn't have that in any of these games, even when Reeves was on the ice. It didn't make any sense, and it's unfortunate. And hats off to the Lightning. They're going for their 3rd straight cup, and I think they win it. I mean, I'm looking at the Avalanche as a force, right? Everybody's like, oh, this team is dominant. But the last time I checked, their defense kind of stinks, and their goalie was a little suspect, even when he was out. You know what I mean? I know backups and shit, I get it. But, like, their defense is suspect, and the scorers on the Lightning, when we're talking about Stamkos and we're talking about
Buchnevich.
Whatever, him too. And then, obviously, guys that all the former Rangers that are over there, you know, they got some firepower. So I'm going to take the Lightning in 6. I think I said Lightning in 5 in a rage where I was just like, the Lightning are the greatest team I've ever seen because they just beat the Rangers. But I think this one goes 6. Give me the Lightning in 6. You got a pick for the...
Yeah, Avalanche in 6.
Avalanche in 6. You got anything over there?
I'm going to say the same thing, Avalanche in 6. I thought Edmonton was one of, like, the best teams I've seen. But for Colorado to beat them like they did, too, I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
They're going to look pretty good.
I mean, listen, as a diehard Ranger fan since May of 2022, I think we'll be back next year.
I think this is a good core. I'm excited about the future. I'm not worried about this team. The new host looks like I'm a snake guy from YouTube. I don't know who that is.
I don't know what that is. It must be, I don't know. He has no fucking life. I don't know what Kyle does.
All right, hot start. Welcome, Kyle. Welcome to the chat.
But this was a young team, right? I'm not big into hockey like that, but the Rangers, everyone's saying it was 2 or 3 years ahead of schedule.
Oh, there's no reason for them to be there this year. This is a rebuild. This is what happened to the Yankees a couple years ago. Remember the rebuild? And we wound up going to the World Series?
And the young kids did, yeah. Well, no, we would have went to the World Series.
No, not the World Series. The ALCS.
Astros.
Give me fucking started on them. I'm like coughing up, sorry.
You all right?
No, dying. COVID. Just kidding. As he's like, oh, great. I'm immune at this point. No,
I was just in AC for three days.
Yeah, if you didn't get it down there with all those
good.
people, like, forget it. I have a daughter that was just like Snots McGee for like the last week, and she's crawling all over me. I'm like, oh, this is fine. I won't get sick. I'm so immune. And here I am. That was actually Thursday. Was feeling shitty Friday. Felt shitty Saturday. Felt a lot better yesterday. Feel great today.
Well, I was saying
it's all the remnants.
I was actually saying over the you asked me to do this morning. I was like, yeah, it would help if I watched sports this weekend.
Catching up at the last.
All
second.
I did was Stranger Things and Ozark and all this other stuff.
Why is the Rangers rebuild okay, but the Knicks, who are young as hell, unacceptable? That's a good question, Kyle. Actually, and that's calling me out of my shit because I'm the one who doesn't agree with the Knicks on what they're trying to do.
Because we don't trust the Knicks.
But the problem is this. That's a big thing. Trust is a big thing. But my bigger thing is the Rangers did this unexpectedly, right? So now next year, the expectation is to A, get back, or B, go farther, meaning go to the cup, right? So the Knicks are the 4 seed 2 years ago, and they're rocking up the place, and they're, New York, we're here. And Randall's doing his thing, right? And the New York's back on the market. And then they missed the playoffs the following year. Yeah. That's why I don't believe in the Knicks right now. They went backwards. They got younger and they went backwards. So that's my gripe with the New York Knicks and my celebratory bullshit with them.
Let me ask you a question about the Stanley Cup, the actual trophy, right? So
yes.
We know it's prestige, probably one of the best trophies in sports. Everybody's name gets put on it. There's only one of them. Like if you win,
everybody gets a duplicate cup.
But that one cup that comes out onto the ice or that goes.
There's only one.
Yeah. And every player gets that for a whole day. Every
player gets a shot for a whole day, but I think they get like a replica
to keep in the building,
and have their own each player. Like it's crazy. Like
so, where does the cup stay like all year round? Just goes around.
I don't know with the guy with the white gloves, the cup keeper.
Like I know it was at like the Jets practice the other day. And I was like, oh, that's a bad look. Right away when it was there, that's how I knew the Rangers were going to lose.
They brought it to WFAN, and I was like, oh, fuck. No.
But that's the actual trophy, though.
That's the one that's being carried around by the guy in the white gloves.
Wow. That's crazy.
Anyway. Kyle says I make no sense. Well, then I make no sense. I don't know what to tell you. Speaking of the team on a roll, the New York Yankees crushed again yesterday. How many runs they scored? They still actually, you know what? Wait, hold on. Breaking news. The Yankees just scored another run. They win. They put up 18 yesterday, which is absolutely nuts.
Just because of the WB Mason guy.
Yeah, the WB Mason guy goes yard ski again, and we're talking about Matt Carpenter, who, again, what a great pickup. I saw somebody in Chop Sports say that he should be starting over Donaldson at third base. Let's not go crazy yet, and I understand that he's on some kind of crazy pace where every time he gets up to the plate, he hits a home run. Like that's not sustainable. You know what I mean? Like it's not. Carpenter's not on pace for every single at bat to go yard. No. So like I can't imagine that being a thing. But look, it's good to have, and it reminded me of I forget the guy again right off the rip. One of the older gentlemen that we signed midway through like 2 years ago, and it felt what the hell's his name? Outfielder. Why can't I always think of this guy's name? Older, white guy, milky white. What the hell?
I don't know.
Anyway, much like that
old
signing.
guy 2 years ago, Yankee outfielder.
Yeah.
White guy.
Yeah. Description
is great.
Oh, anyway.
Thanks.
So the Yankees are 43-6. Matt Holliday. Thank you, AJ Bascone, with the clutch one. Matt Holliday. That's the signing that it reminds me of, if not, maybe even better. And both guys coming in, Matt Holliday. Are you guys sitting in the same room? Are you both coming? AJ and Kyle? Or is AJ giving the day? And there's Matt Holliday. Sam Grasso's coming in. This is what happens when the...
Hey, it's Matt Holliday.
By the way, out of breaking news, it's Matt Holliday who's who they signed. Another former Cardinal. I was just going to say that.
Another former Matt. 2 Matts, 2 Cardinals.
Bailey said Gardner. I guess that's actually kind of true.
Gardner's still not even on a roster right now.
Gardner's done.
He's done.
Oh, man. I think how upset, like not upsetting that is, but imagine like you were on the team.
He didn't get. You know what it is? He didn't get the appropriate send off. I don't think.
He was there.
And I'm not saying go on tour and have everybody give him a gift like they did for Mo and Jeter, but like have that last.
He deserves it over. He deserves it over Pujols.
Did you see that?
Yeah, Pujols isn't gonna get shit. No one cares about Pujols, apparently.
What are you talking? He's like one of the greatest hitters ever.
He's all right.
If Chris was here, he'd be...
he would be dancing all over that. So the Yankees are 43-16. They're almost 30 games over 500. Judge has 7 more home runs than the second place guy, which is fucking crazy.
He's on pace for 66.
He's on pace to just do some damage.
For the record, he's going to hit the record. That's the record. 62 is the record.
No, 70-something.
No, 62 is the record.
I'm not doing that.
61?
Bonds hit 70-4 or something like that.
No, that's not the record. McGuire, Sosa, all them. It's not the record.
No, stop.
Not the record.
Stop.
If Judge hits 62,
that's because Maris hit 61.
If Judge hits 62, you will sit here and say, Dave will be like, oh, that's the record.
No. I'm not doing that.
No, he's going to do it. He's going to be like, you saw that. You get the record.
No.
Put the asterisk on it.
I'm the same guy. This is coming from the guy who says steroids should be legal in sports just to even the playing field. I don't give a shit.
Well, like HGH
let them all choose.
Kind of.
So if Judge took steroids now, how many home runs would be?
84. He probably is juicing. Who knows? But the world is just that's the world.
I'm a Yankee fan, Kyle.
What baseball? Yes,
I was a season ticket holder to that.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
4 years.
Really?
That got expensive very quickly.
We should try to do that.
The problem is not the tickets. It's driving to the friggin' Bronx every day.
Yeah, and it's $18 to get over the G-Dub, and then you go on the Major Deegan. You want to drive into the river.
What's the most, as Yankee fans, what's the most surprising thing this year as a fan that you've seen that you weren't expecting? Is it the pitching?
Gleyber Torres.
No, really?
Yeah, Gleyber Torres. I was giving up on Gleyber. I really was, like, officially giving up on him.
We have more 10-run games this year than we did all of last year already.
Yeah, no, they're knocking snot out of the ball. So it's great. And guys like Jimmy Palumbo will sit there like, well, their averages are 210. Like, who gives a shit? They're fucking 43-16. They're winning ball games. They got a pitching staff. I'm very surprised about Severino. Oh, wait, forget it. Nestor Cortez. Nestor Cortez is the greatest thing going right now. He's literally in line to start the All-Star game.
The last 4 or 5 games, our pitching's been bad. Like Tyone.
Yeah, and then Cole got touched up.
We still won by like 10 runs. 7 runs.
Tony Benevento saying Judge MVP is still plus money. Is that a thing?
Probably most of it's plus money, right?
Not at this point.
For every, I feel every player is going to be plus money.
At this point, though.
Yeah. I still think so. I don't think there's a favorite yet.
Batting average is such a 1960 stat. Nobody cares about batting average.
Exactly. And look, and I'll
Rob,
be the first one.
MVP odds for if you could check.
I'll be the first one to tell you right now. Like, part of me said that we shouldn't live and die by the long ball, right? Because we shouldn't. Because that's the MO, and the Yankees got taken out how many times? Based off the fact that they were hitting just home runs and nothing else. But bro, they're walking, they're hitting for average. It just so happens that there's a couple guys in the bottom tier that are dragging the team average down, like your Joey Gallows of the world, and he's starting to go yard.
A couple hits.
So it's like if all these guys start hitting, forget it, bro. Forget it. Absolutely nuts, dude. They're 6.5 up. I'm sorry, 8.5 up under the division. The winners of 9 of 10. Ready for the record in the last 48 games? 38-10.
That's solid.
A little bit. Remember, they were 7-6, and people were like, well, they're a fourth place team, I guess.
I think this is their 4th best start ever.
So this is 3 days ago, and this is Vegas Insider. Aaron Judge is plus 115. Ohtani's plus 250.
Still
Ohtani, he fucking stinks.
Ohtani's always going to be up there because he can do 2 things.
Yeah, it's really it. Like, oh my God, you see this guy? I'm like, yeah,
look at me, I'm averaging 2 things.
Right. I'm like just a little bit better than everybody else.
National League Mookie Betts is at plus 290.
He's my guy. Mookie Betts is my guy. The Mets are trying to weather the storm. And I think their West Coast trip was relatively
5-5 on the West Coast.
That's kind of what people signed up for. You know what I mean? Like if you go with 500 on the West Coast and against the teams they played, I think that's more than enough. However, the Phillies and the Braves are rolling right now, so that's why it's like, all right, you gotta kind of like pick up the pace a little bit. And I know they're battling injuries. Thank God for their sake. Polar Bear's back. Marte looks to be day to day again, but
he played.
He played
like
2 days ago.
Alonso Marte, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is gonna be really bad," and they both came back.
Yeah,
and,
easy, quick too.
So
McGill came back.
Scherzer's ahead of schedule. He's pitching. He's already throwing.
And DeGrom's gonna come back sometime.
Did you see the Joe Madden story?
Yeah, Toast put that in the chat, dude.
Man.
I actually like Joe Madden too. So
Joe Madden,
I kind of felt bad.
I felt terrible. The guy does the mohawk to try to break the skid and try to get the good juju into the clubhouse, and then he's fired.
He
after
shows
the
up.
mohawk.
He's like
trying to use his key card with the mohawk and shit. He's like,
he goes in like, "Oh, you've been like up and I got a mohawk."
Yeah, come on, guys, we're gonna turn it all around. I got my mohawk going.
So the players didn't even see it.
Yeah, that's
oh my God.
that's
Send him a picture message like, "Hey guys, good luck."
With the cowboy hat that they wear when they're doing good, he takes it off. And like, no, bro, put it back on again.
I still don't think the Phillies are going to be anywhere close towards the end. Their bullpen sucks. And,
I mean, look, that
the Braves
team was
are,
bad.
Braves are going to be
If
up there.
there's a sport in major of all major sports where the manager or the coach means the least, it's baseball.
Yeah,
right.
Pretty much.
So when Girardi was there and they were shit in the bed, bro, they couldn't play defense. That's fundamentals. That's not Girardi.
Did you see the? Well, I know you listen to Michael K a lot. They said that
we going to the beach bash?
Yeah.
If you listen to like Phillies radio the past like week before Girardi,
I'm sure they're struggling
gets
over
fired. They were like, you could have just replayed the Yankees broadcast from the same thing. He's like, he had no expression in his face.
Bro, he was sitting at a desk. Did anybody else see this? My dad pointed this out.
Sitting at a desk.
Like he's in the dugout with like a snack table. Like he's leaning outside by sitting, and it's not like Boone is up at the gate chewing his gum, looking like an asshole. But like Girardi was sitting back, like just like staring. Oh, fucking stone face. Forget it. He was pissed.
Yeah, July 1st, Beach Bash, Bar A. If anyone wants to come.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get all Chop Sports gear and put that on. And Bar A, July 1st. I'm organizing that now.
I'll be there no matter what.
It's a Friday.
I always go.
It's actually the Friday before the 4th of July.
Right.
So I got my daughter's birthday party on the 3rd, so that'll actually give me a day to recover. Yeah. So we'll be good to go. So Chop Sports will invade Bar A.
You said that last year, though.
I know.
And he never showed up.
Bro, first of all,
I go every year.
I'm
better at Tiki.
Listen, first of all,
I'm in if you're going.
First of all, Bar A sucks.
Bar A outside's not bad. Bar A inside blows.
Bar A inside is awful. It is just like there's, but you would assume that they set up shop outside.
I've never touched so much random guys' dicks in my
right,
life.
that's what I'm saying.
Nice.
That's a drop.
Pause.
Yeah, that's a drop if we had them. Oh,
I'm rubbing against everyone, trying to get past.
That's why I can't do the shore.
Outside's nice.
I'm a bigger guy.
Outside's nice.
I went to DJ's
like
once. DJ's once, and that was enough for me. I was like, I'm never coming back here.
I love the shore. I can't say that.
I mean, you know what I
He's
you know what I do?
guy.
You know what I do? You know what I do like? I like What's next to Tiki? Jenks. Jenks is wide open.
Yeah.
I can move in Jenks.
No, Tiki you can move too.
Tiki you can move, but it's like if you're trying to get a drink, forget it. Unless you're a stripper
anywhere,
or a clipper.
That's anywhere down the shore.
Forget it. Anyway, on a tangent there.
So the Yankees have the Rays coming in the next 3 days.
The next 13 games for the Yankees is the test.
Not even the next 13. So you got the Rays 3 games in a row.
Toronto,
the Rays again,
and then Astros. 13 games. Is that
no days off?
No days
They
off.
off today? Or they play today?
They're off.
They're off today.
And then they're
no days off. They're off today.
They're on till the 30th.
No, big series coming up, or a couple series. This will separate the men from the boys, and we'll see. Like, look, I know everybody's
7-6.
That would give us a 50-win mark after that.
You take that?
7-6. I said
I'll
that.
take 6-7.
I said 7-6. I think I said, what did I say? I might have said 7-6. And Gooch was like, bro, they've lost like no games. And I was like, okay, so they're bound to lose then, right? I mean, like, they're not the Terminator. Like, they're gonna get bounced a couple times. It's just that's baseball, Susan. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Before I get anywhere, did you or both of y'all watch the Hustle movie by any chance?
No, I'm starting today.
Oh, bro.
You think I would, because I did nothing over the weekend.
I was going to say, you watched
like a scout, right? He's a scout or something.
Adam Sandler's a scout, works for the Philadelphia 76ers. There's cameos by basically the entire team. The owner's son is actually the guy from, if you guys seen this movie, then you guys could be my best friends. Ready? The movie is called Alpha Dog.
I've seen Alpha Dog with
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, that's a true story.
Yeah, true story. Yeah. It is.
No, I didn't watch the NSYNC movie with Justin Timberlake.
Then bye, because you should have watched that shit.
That's kind of it's a true story. It's really
it was a true story about Love Blood? No, Young Blood.
Joey Fatone was in it too.
No, he
Lance
wasn't.
Bass.
You know what, bro?
It's about like some kid who they were like cool in high school or whatever, and the guy sold drugs, and somebody owed somebody money, and they kidnapped somebody's brother.
And then
it's chaos.
Yeah, dude, I won't even say what they do to them.
JC Chazé.
Oh my god!
Actually, I think I don't know.
You know what's so funny? Their boy band. This is not going to be the last boy band reference we have in this show, by the way.
Yeah, Kirkpatrick.
Chris Kirkpatrick. You can get your ass
Chris
kicked.
Kirkpatrick.
I just know because of the Eminem song.
Eminem song, yeah.
Oh my god.
Sit next to the Limp Bizkit.
So I don't know. I don't know what's worse. I know every single NSYNC member. I'm saying that you're an asshole, and I'm the one that's naming all the NSYNC boy band.
Yeah.
Is it a true story? The Hustle movie?
No, I don't think so. But they do use the big dude from Dallas. What's that big ogre-looking guy?
Porzingis?
No, the big looks like you're from a different planet.
Is all the Adam Sandler
No,
people in
no,
there?
no, it's that serious, bro. It's a serious
I'm
film.
surprised because all of his buddies
Just like Rob Schneider pops up as like the referee, like what the hell?
Bobin?
Huh?
Was it Bobin?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Is that what his name is?
I don't know. Toast put it in there.
Anyway.
Yeah, the big guy.
Bobin.
A Bobon.
Yeah, him. So anyway, I do want to bring up. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, nice last name. See, I wasn't even going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Anyway, are you guys worried that you're going to running out of money in retirement? Are you, Scoop, by any chance?
Yeah, I'm going to be poor as fuck.
Okay. Or you're going to be able to take care of your family long term? Probably not,
Probably
right?
not, no.
So you have to stop worrying right now. I know it's a panic mode, but it's time to start planning, okay? And do that with Michael Fusco of the Fusco Insurance Agency. A comprehensive retirement plan gives you the security and greater control over your money. Michael Fusco can help. As president of the Fusco Insurance Agency, Michael can work with you to create a comprehensive retirement plan. He'll explore using life insurance and annuities to help you build a more secure future so you can worry less now. Call 718-701-5787 to schedule your complimentary consultation. That's 718-701-5787. Guarantees and protections are subject to the claims paying ability of the issuing company. Some insurance policies are not available in all states. All in one breath.
Good job.
I feel like I was Jim Carrey with the...
That was a good ad.
The, what was that? He was murdered. You know what I'm talking about? Like the holes that like exorcise the demon. But anyway, so yes, Michael Fusco, my guy. And you know what? Scoop's got something with Manscaped.
Hey, gentlemen, Father's Day is around the corner, and our friends at Manscaped.
I don't think there's a graphic.
I got
whatever,
you.
don't worry about it.
That's all right. To ensure all the father figures out there looking daddy
Father
material.
figures now.
Daddy material. So
yes, you are rocking the dad bod.
I am
quite
a dad.
well.
I have a dad bod. People don't call me daddy though. So
Casey, get on that. We're into that stuff.
anyway, yeah. So inside the package, there's a Father's Day Manscaped package, the signature lawnmower 4.0.
We all know that.
I mean, it's the perfect bundle to tackle any of your old man hair from head to toe. I actually just shaved my armpits yesterday. Did you ever shave your armpits?
I like touch them up because I don't like a jungle under there.
I just shaved them, but
Like bald?
yeah, shave them bald.
Does it itch coming back?
No, I sweat a lot. So instead of the moisture just hanging out there,
It just drips down your ribcage
now it just drips down the
That's
ribcage. It doesn't
disgusting.
stick to my shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great. But you know what helps with that? The Lawnmower 4.0. You can get all the body hair off of there.
Okay, all right.
Also, if you order now with the Father's Day package, you get the Boxers 2.0. That might be the best boxers ever.
Why is that?
Because it comes with the jewel pouch. And it's a revolutionary feature. It's to cradle your boys in your own special space.
Yes.
Nice.
So it like keeps them, you know, even if you have one ball, it'll keep that one ball. Yeah, it'll keep it nice and
Very ventilated.
so really
Your balls won't sweat.
the Boxers 2.0.
My balls is hot. What do you have to
anyway.
say about that fight? My balls is hot.
So go to the Manscaped, go to Manscaped, get 20% off and free shipping with the code CHOPSPORTS
Worldwide,
at manscaped.com. And shake what your mama gave you.
Nice.
You know?
Protect your boys.
It does say that.
Your boys.
No, then it says, shake what your daddy gave you.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
You looked at me way too weird with that. You're like,
It's 2022 now, so.
Yeah, I know, but like the way he was like, shake what your daddy gave you.
daddy
You're like,
gave you.
right.
Well, he said nobody
Everybody
calls him daddy, so.
I mean, I'm not going to start.
Except Dave.
I'm not starting that fucking trend. Anyway, there was NBA, matter of fact, over the weekend. The game that's going down tonight, we'll preview in a minute, but game 4 just happened in Boston. Where are we at here, Rob?
I got you.
All right. Whatchamacallit? In Boston, it went down 107-97. Steph Curry gets absolutely stupid on this game. 43 points, 14 for 26 from three-point land. So he actually was draining them all night long. Wiggins 17, Clay 18, Poole off the bench again, 14 points. What is that? ESPN? Maybe you should cut off whatever. Don't you love ESPN where they're just like, I know you don't want to watch this ad, but we're gonna play it anyway. It's like, what the fuck? Can't even skip it. You can't mute it. Like,
Yeah, Curry 43 points. So
he went
all
off.
the times where they said that Curry, everyone carries Curry during this the finals. I mean, yesterday was a shot for them.
Prime example.
Yeah,
Did you feel like he needed to do that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he needed a game like that.
See, I was on the every time they say like Steph Curry was carried, with those rings, I'm like,
he was always a number 2,
but he was
for
always
all his
he's
like,
a
finals.
big reason why they're always there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean? So like, if he falls asleep during the finals, I get that. But again, you have a game like this, and then all of a sudden you're starting to talk. And you're like, well, shit, man. Well, maybe Steph Curry's the guy again. So I don't know.
But like you said, so you get everybody telling him how it's everybody else. It's KD. It's you know what I mean? Is that going to be a distraction for them? Because you got Draymond not really scoring. Clay's doing his thing, but not as much.
Draymond's not only not scoring, but he's got his mother against him on Twitter.
Quadruple single or whatever he had.
Is that going to be? And I get everyone saying no, it's not too much pressure, but it can be too much pressure when you got a team playing that good defense like the Celtics. Is it going to be too much for Steph, or does somebody else need to step up?
I mean, it's interesting because now the game goes back. The series goes back to LA. The series goes back to Golden State. Same shit. San Francisco,
California.
whatever. It goes back to San Fran now, and it's like you saw what they could do in Boston. Both teams now steal one on the road. So that I don't want to say home court is completely gone, but in this game in particular, when you go on the road like that and you shoot like that in front of that crowd, that'll turn a series, man. I'm telling you right now, this to me looks like it could be a runaway now going forward. That's just me. Obviously, after the game, there was a bunch of jargon between Draymond Green and Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Little dust up there. Dust up. Yeah, little dust up.
up.
Little dust up. Actual.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, thanks, Jack, for that one. Little dust up there between Draymond Green. Doesn't Draymond Green, like, can you imagine him on TV every night instead of Charles Barkley? He looks like the guy that's. You ever seen the like D's nuts? You know what I mean? That guy, he looks like that guy. I couldn't look at him every day.
That's not that, but I think like, and I'm so glad for like Charles Barkley like
Oh,
giving
terrible, knucklehead.
he's giving it back to him.
good.
Charles is giving it back to
He
him.
said that Charles Barkley said he looks like the boy band member that's least important and thinks that everybody's cheering for him.
And he's
Chris Kirkpatrick, basically.
makes a point though.
Basically.
But obviously Draymond's trying to worry about the rest of after his career. What's he going to do? Can I be on the show too? I guess, he does his own little podcast after the show. Listen, when you're an athlete and you're in the finals as much as them and you're on TV as much as them, if you don't score in a couple of games and you look bad, people are going to tell you.
Yeah.
And I don't think he
Even
likes
his
the
mama.
fact, I don't think he likes the fact that
Even
people are calling him
Draymond's
out.
mama was he's tweeting about it. This ain't the Draymond I know. Like, holy, whoa, mom, relax,
If they
Supposed
lose
to
this
support me.
series and he still doesn't, I mean, he has to obviously have the next big 2 games. If anything, is this gonna tarnish his legacy if they lose the series?
Draymond? I don't think he has much of a legacy.
I mean, he kind of does.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, like he's like been a great role player. He's a bad boy of the court. We all know him as that, but it's like legacy. I mean, like I don't know if he has a legacy per se, but like he has an image. Maybe this kind of diminishes some of the I have skills image. Maybe he could still be that dirty ass player that he is on the court, but maybe he just kind of stinks at everything else. I don't know. I don't know.
Marcus Smart or Draymond Green, and who would you take if you're starting a new team?
Say what?
If you're starting a new team right now,
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart, Draymond Green.
Oh, Smart. Yeah, Smart. Yeah, I think so.
All right, so there's that.
Kyle's yelling at me. Draymond Green is not a scorer, though.
Well,
that's like saying, wow, Steph Curry has 0 blocks in this series. I'm not disrespecting. All right, Kyle's saying we're disrespecting him. I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just saying on the stat sheet, it ain't glamorous, but what he does on the court is good. So I'm not saying he's going to lead the team in scoring. I'm going to say he's going to fucking be the bad boy, be the guy, the banger that you need underneath. That's the kind of guy that I want on my team. He's the Charles Oakley of the Golden State Warriors right now. That's my take on him.
Kyle said they finally made the playoffs once Draymond Green got there. So you're saying like you're comparing that to the Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan thing too? Because no way, right? I mean, you look at Draymond, like you guys just said, you would take Marcus Smart over Draymond.
I think I would.
Yeah, I think so too.
If you're talking about making the playoffs, they would make the playoffs without Draymond.
I think so too.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that. Yeah, I think so too.
Is Draymond becoming too much of a distraction right now? If you notice, every foul that's called on Draymond, he freaks out whether it is or not.
That's just his personality.
Same thing with Randall.
I don't know if he's playing to the crowd, playing to the camera. I don't know.
We're in the NBA Finals now, so every one of them fouls it means something. If he look what happened when they lost to Cleveland, he couldn't play Game 5. How much that really came back to hurt them? I think.
Draymond's a great. I mean, he was one of the best defenders in the league. So that's what he's there for.
Nobody's saying he's not.
He's great at passing the ball. He's tough. He has Westbrook vibes of toughness and hustle and everything. But he doesn't score. And when he has a bad game, you can. What Barkley said, he has a quadruple single or whatever he said.
Yeah. No, but he's right though.
Or whatever. I mean, when he has a bad game, it's noticeable. But when he's but the problem with Draymond is when he's good, no one talks about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They won the game by 10, so I'm not sitting there worried about Draymond Green's stats. Yeah. Right. That's just a personal beef between him and Barkley.
I feel like Draymond is just not appreciated by people.
That's a great way to put it all.
Because it's just like when he does well, no one says anything because it's usually about Steph and Clay or Poole or even Wiggins. But now it's
true. You're right. Though.
But now it's when he does bad, it's like, oh, Draymond's the worst.
Tony Benevento's taking a prop bet tonight, over 1.5 kicks to the nuts tonight for Draymond. Again, this is MO, and that's what I like. That's the gritty shit that I like personally. On my basketball team.
Yeah,
Scoop is speaking facts. See, look, you got some endorsements from the sauce.
Kyle. That's great. Me and you're about. Did we just become best friends?
Go do some karate in the garage. But anyway, so tonight, let's shift it on to tonight's game. Obviously, it goes down in Golden State. The spread is 4. To be honest with you,
this whole playoffs has been.
I know.
I can actually agree because when you're so confident in something like, oh yeah, they're gonna win they lose by like 25.
I know it's been very.
I can't bet the NBA anymore. I'm just done for the rest of the year.
Kyle, to my credit. And Kyle will thank me for this in his own way, never directly, but Kyle has been pretty cold on NBA, and
it's a hard
but
playoffs,
I stick with him. I said, you know what, this is going to turn around. The only difference I did from Friday night's picks is I was so confident that the Warriors are going to win the game. I took the money line. I was like, I'm not worried about 4 points. You missed me with that shit. I'll take those. I'll take the money line.
That's the one they lost.
No, they won.
Oh, they're talking about game 3. We bet game 3, and they got fucking
right. Well, that's another. Well, that's what I'm saying. Kyle was off on that one, and then on with the next one. But I was so confident on the side. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm taking the money line. Give me more money because I think they're gonna win. I'm rolling with Golden State tonight again. I think they get back home. They carry the momentum over from Boston. It's hard pressed for me to think that Curry does another 40 banger, but. Would you be surprised?
No, absolutely not.
No. Would you be surprised if Clay goes for 40? No. You know what I'm saying? Would you be surprised if Draymond Green goes for 40?
And Wiggins had 17 and 16.
Bro, and Poole 14 off the bench. I think that these guys are playing a little bit better. I think the Celtics are a little shooketh going into this game. I'm riding with Golden State, I think. I'm going to ride with the sauce on what he thinks, but I think that I want Golden State here, and I think that they get it done tonight.
Sauce is on Boston heavy.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah,
See, I don't know. See, I don't want to backtrack on my own shit, but like, I don't know, man. I really like.
I've actually been
Golden
bad
State
with the
here.
lines, but I've been good with prop bets. So that's all I've been betting because I don't know anything about. I know everything about basketball. I just don't know betting wise basketball.
Stephen Harrison coming in heavy, real heavy. He's saying so. Boston money line tonight.
All right.
Boston haven't lost 2 in a row in the playoffs.
I know. Al Horford's sister told me that.
That's true.
Actually,
That's very true. You got to sway me after this pick? Am I going to hit myself in the head over this?
I'm not betting, so I'm just gonna watch and enjoy myself.
Just bet. Don't be a pussy.
No, I'm not gonna bet.
What do you got over there?
If Jaylen Brown and Tatum get off to a hot start, like in the first quarter, then I'm with Boston all the way. But if they don't get off to a hot start, then it's gonna be like you said. You can get Clay and Steph to do it 40 in their sleep. You know what I mean? So we haven't seen much of Poole much either. So
if this series goes back to back, back and forth, they trade blows. Who's got the home? Golden State, right? So they would win it in 7, right? Yeah. So this is game 6 tonight. No, 5. So 5 and 7 is in Golden State. Right. So if neither of these teams lose back-to-back games, then by default, Golden State in 7.
True.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure I said that. Pretty sure that was my prediction. We'll see. Anyway, it's crazy. I mean, look, I'm with it. You're not betting the NBA Finals. What are you, a newly found religious man?
Yeah, all right. I'll take the Celtics alternate line plus 18 points. Probably minus 1,000, but that's what I'm gonna bet.
Kyle coming in saying Boston is 7-0 off.
Yeah, we heard that.
6-0 loss.
It's nuts, dude. It's crazy. Stephen Harrison comes out with a stat. Ready for this? They haven't lost back-to-back since in the regular season. That's interesting.
That would be interesting.
Is that not good? I mean, I remember Boston got very, very hot in the end of the year.
They sucked in the beginning.
Well, I mean, I know, but then they got hot and they were running with Miami almost to get the 1 seed with the Bucks.
Yeah.
So they were kicking the shit out of some
the last
teams.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm rooting for Golden State because fuck Boston. And
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, that's right.
Give me.
You heard me.
Well, we have
He
to.
ain't got a pot to piss in when it comes to the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah.
I know, but the Red Sox are horrible.
So you
Terrible.
root for all Boston
No,
teams?
hell no.
He's a
Just-
Jets fan.
I'm a Jet fan.
Figure that out.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
What's with the Boston?
I don't know.
Red Sox
I
thing?
gotta-
Can you explain the Red Sox thing to me?
Everybody's a fucking Yankee fan. I hate.
Is that the only reason?
That's like my boy
Pretty
Mark,
much,
bro. He
but
doesn't
I-
watch
but I've
baseball,
been a
but he's
Red
like, I'll
Sox-
root for the Red Sox because everybody likes the Yankees.
I became a Red Sox fan like '98, so it's like way before. Like they were still garbage before. Like,
I mean, they were competitive.
but they weren't like winning World Series yet. Like
I became a Red Sox fan when it was 3-0 and they were down in the ALCS.
I'll tell you what.
And I said, this ain't over yet, folks.
I made a bet with this kid.
I actually made a movie
in high
with
school. What's fucking so I remember homecoming was coming. It was when the Yankees and Red Sox were in it was like the ALCS before the Red Sox beat them. And it was 3-1 or whatever. The Yankees were up and it was 2-1. And that's the game they beat them like 19-2.
Oh,
or
yeah, they
something.
put it on
And I was
that
like,
year.
I was joking, like, I bet you if you got to wear a T-shirt saying the Red Sox are great if they win. And everyone's like, all right, so we all made T-shirts, and the Red Sox came back and won. This kid to wear a fucking dirty ass T-shirt.
We don't want to talk about
It
that
was
anymore.
terrific.
You don't want to talk
We don't want
about
to talk about that garbage anymore. So going on the old social media Chop Sports Facebook group the other night, Kyle Kearns has made some headlines. He actually put out a pretty good Facebook post before I get into his New Orleans Saints stuff, which, by the way, Ryan is not in the chat today. So I don't know if Ryan has gotten rid of the show off his media where he doesn't want to watch us anymore because of that. We'll get into that in a second. But the one thing I did see, and I'll ask you guys, I'll ask the crowd or whoever's watching, what career would you rather have in the NFL? Would you rather be...
NFL?
Yes, NFL.
Okay.
Would you rather be a Chris Hogan type where you're like a role player and you win that too, and you win 2 rings, right? Role player, not that great on the stat sheet, but you won 2 rings with your team and everybody knows who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Or Larry Fitzgerald, Hall of Fame career, never wins a ring. Interesting, right? But I said without even blinking, give me Fitz's career all day long.
Yeah, I'll take Fitz's career all day long.
Yeah, to me, if you're remembered, if you're remembered as a player, like everybody still thinks Dan Marino is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live, right? And that guy never won. You know what I mean? But like that, and that's just one knock. But he still is one of the greatest ever, and is discussed as one of the greatest ever. So I would take
Plus you're in the
Fitz's
Hall of
career,
Fame.
and you're in the Hall of Fame. You're forever enshrined. But do you want the
I
rings?
feel like it's bigger than a ring.
Rob, I feel like you want the rings.
No, I don't want Chris Hogan's career, but
I'm talking about that career. That like you're a role player on the stat sheet from time to time.
And you get more money. probably is.
I mean, I don't know. Endorsements, maybe. I don't know. But like winning a couple Super Bowl rings, maybe 2 to 3.
But the whole goal, the whole plan, if you play football or any sport,
it's to win a Super Bowl.
It's even when you're like 7, it's like, I can't wait to win. I want to win a championship. I want to win a championship. It's all those summers, all those early morning in the gyms. That's the whole point. Larry Fitzgerald had a great career. So it's like,
and I guarantee if Fitz made a shit ton more money.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? But I want the ring, bro. I want to be like, I want the picture. Look what I did. That's the whole goal.
Yeah, but you get a Hall of Fame ring.
That's true. That's a whole different story. Then it's you've made it. It does all the championships really don't matter after that because you're in the Hall of Fame forever. You know
that's what I'm saying. That's why I think I want Fitz's career.
Yeah, then if I look at it like that, 100%, I want the jacket because that's your goal is to get the jacket. You know what I mean?
It's up in the air. Like a lot of guys go in there saying without the rings, you are nothing. That's the age-old debate between Romo and Eli. Well, Eli's got the ring. Well, I still think Romo's a better player. You know what I mean? But whose career do you want? Do you want Eli Manning's career? Or do you want Tony Romo's? That's another good comparison. Plus, and to be honest with you, based off of how close they are in the stats, I want Eli's. You know, Eli did throw for a bunch of yards, so it's not like he's frowned upon. But I look at Eli like he shouldn't have won a couple of those Super Bowl MVPs either.
No, absolutely
that should have been given to Justin Tuck or Strahan or somebody on the defense or Plaxico or any of those guys before he shot himself. You know what I mean? But like, I would give those MVPs were like hand delivered to him because he's the quarterback.
Yeah, it's true though. But Hall of Fame, man, to get that call or that guy knocking on your door just to tell you like everybody appreciates you for doing what you've done over blah, 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 and you're going to the Hall of Fame like that. There's nothing better than that.
I mean, look, to be honest with you, Romo's career, does it extend into the booth? Because right now he can go down as one of the best ever if he continues the way he's doing.
100%.
Because Eli's doing the Manning cast, and that's fun and everything, but he ain't no broadcaster.
Romo is totally on a different level.
I feel like Eli's okay with that. I mean,
Eli's fun. He's got a dry sense of humor. He's good. But I wouldn't put Eli in the booth to call a game.
Nah, Romo, you could put Romo on every week and people would listen. Because Romo.
And I don't think that shtick is ever going to run away. Like, I like the fact that Romo's got the mind to know what's about to happen.
It makes me look at the plays differently.
Yes, absolutely. A lot of people are like, all right, stop predicting the plays already. Like, no, man, keep going.
That's something I could show my kids when I'm watching football. My kids, like, watch this, see breaking it down, how he's showing you how it's happening. No, it's phenomenal.
Kyle says Eli is a career 500 QBs with almost as many interceptions. But he has a chance to be in the Hall of Fame also with the rings, and Romo probably will never get in the Hall of Fame.
Romo's never getting in the Hall of Fame. No.
So I take Eli's career way over Romo's.
Romo's
a better quarterback, but I would still take Eli's career over Romo.
That's what I'm saying. You would probably take his career. But if you add the broadcasting to it and that kind of money that he's about to get with all that bread, I'm going Romo.
And obviously I'll take Mark Brunell over both of them. So that's just that's an idiotic,
conversation was fun.
Idiotic statement.
What was the second? Oh, so here we go. First of all, Jack Del Rio. We're not going to touch on all that garbage, but
dust up.
He deletes his Twitter over saying that the stuff at the Capitol was a dust up, and then leave it up to the Commanders to have another drama bullshit. Like, is that just the most piss poor garbage trash franchise you've ever seen in your life?
Exactly.
They are the worst. Ugh. Everything. When this shit started with all the stuff with Snyder a couple years back, and then it just continued and continued and continued. Did they really think by changing their fucking team name that people weren't going to consider them garbage? Because they're still garbage. And now they have garbage members on their staff. Yeah. And then you got guys like Ron Rivera probably speaking things that he doesn't even want to speak, but he's got to do it because of the press.
Yeah.
It's such a trash franchise.
We gave him a $100,000 fine. Like, come on, bro. Just... You have all this stuff going on with Deshaun Watson and all this other stuff going around.
Yeah, and you did this because what?
Just be quiet.
He considered it was offensive. Shut up, dude. Just shut up.
Probably just not speak ever.
Just stop doing press. How about that?
Anything.
I know it's in your contract.
You can't
to
tweet.
Speak.
Don't tweet. Don't press send.
No, the real will never press send again because he deleted his Twitter.
Renfro got an extension. You saw that? Hunter Renfro?
We said that last week. Yeah.
Million? I'm going to bring this up, and I heard it on the radio the other day. Now, it's back to the Yankees, but it's a very good point, okay? And someone just mentioned, like, I think Jimmy's in here talking about the Judge thing. Mike Trout was given $400 million, right? Because he is good.
He's one of the best players in baseball, if not the best player.
And he's probably like the face of baseball, you would say.
Sure.
Correct?
Yeah.
Aaron Judge, if he is not offered just as much as Mike Trout was given.
I got this weird...
He should be given more. He is the face of baseball right now. Are you going to say he's not?
No, I'm not. I agree.
He's in the biggest market.
He'll be on the Giants.
This comes from a Red Sox fan. He's in the biggest market. He's the face of baseball.
He's like squeaky clean, good looking dude.
Why not
with the teeth now?
And he
now
fixed his teeth.
Yeah, now it's. Now
do you think he should
have left it?
They should be coming at him.
Straight hands.
If I'm him, I'm coming with Trout's contract, and I want this or more than this because I'm the face of baseball. He is the face of baseball.
He'll get that.
I don't know if he
gets
gets that.
And
man.
he'll get it for the Giants.
I was just gonna say it might not be the Yankees.
San Fran wants him.
If he's looking for that money, I don't think it's coming from New York. Or at least the Yankees.
Come from the Mets.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it comes from New York the other way.
We had this
That's a scary situation, man. And again, the deadline's coming up. I think it's like 8 days away. There is an arbitration hearing between the two sides, so they could get something done. And if the Yankees, like, bro, yesterday's rate is not today's rate, and it won't be tomorrow's rate. If this guy keeps ripping the cover off the baseball, he's gonna be a $500 million player.
Toast is saying Judge is not the face of baseball. Listen, I'm a Red Sox fan.
Who is
the face of baseball? If
Ohtani?
It's not, no way, man.
Come on.
This guy's hitting 24 home runs. He's every day you watch SportsCenter, it's about him because he's robbing people of home runs, hitting home runs. Come on, the guy deserves $400 million. They should have paid him already.
Toast thinks Otani is the face of baseball.
No way.
That's such garbage.
That's
Why? It's the flavor of the month because the guy can do multiple things. Like, come on, man. I mean, it's a tired act already. It really is. And look, he's still a great baseball player. I'm not taking anything away from him, but the face of baseball right now, I still think is Trout. I'm not even giving it to Judge yet.
He's hurt all the time.
I'm just saying, I'm not ready. I'm not willing to say that Judge is the face of baseball. I think he's the best player in baseball right now. He's absolutely crushing balls that still are in orbit. You know what I mean? Like, Judge is having a phenomenal year. Yeah. I just think he's priced himself out of New York, and it's very scary. If the New York Yankees want to save face with all of their fan base, if they cheap out on this, which they already have, if they continue this way, boy, oh boy, I don't want to be, I mean, I'm a Yankee fan, but I don't want to be in that stadium. You know, like that's going to be a fucking mess.
Can they offer him more the contract at the arbitration meeting?
They can do it right now.
So what's going on here?
Exactly. They can do it right now. And Judge is the kind of guy, where he's like, here's my deadline. If we don't meet that, I don't want to talk about it anymore because I got to focus on baseball.
Well, we're going to the arbitration meeting, so
then there you go. There's a shot.
It should be like this is
there's
our shot.
There's your window
right here, you know. Because if this guy goes out and wins the MVP, they win the World Series, and he hits 50 home runs, it's blank check time, baby. Here you go.
I think so too.
College World Series was happening. You saw that? You care?
Oh my God, not yet. Hold on. Toast is putting Judge behind Ohtani, Soto, and Tatis. First of all, Tatis is not even playing right now, so that's one. You can eliminate that for a second.
Nah, he can't be serious.
I mean, that's the thing. Toast and his baseball is that's his life.
I'm not saying none of these players are bad.
They're all great.
I'm just talking about being in with the market that he's in.
Correct.
He doesn't get in trouble.
Yeah, Soto in Washington can't be the face of baseball, right?
I'm sorry.
L.A., Ohtani, I'll give you an argument for Ohtani because it's L.A., it's big market, right? But the Angels have stunk for how many years? You know what I mean? Like,
Tatis is really big when he's playing.
Tatis, when he was on the field, we were talking about him last year as baseball is into this era now where we're in good hands because of the amount of young studs that we have in this league. And I'm talking Machado, Tatis, all these guys. Guerrero up in Toronto. They're all great.
The problem with Soto, too, is he's on a team that's just so bad.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The market sucks so much.
I'm talking about business decisions, not players. What was I going to say before I interrupted? I forgot. I don't know. There's no way he's being serious about Ohtani. And then
I think he is.
Bro.
Ohtani's big because look at Tanaka.
Again, you've never seen anything like this.
I understand
since like Babe Ruth.
If Judge wins the MVP in 2017,
which he should have,
exactly, would they have paid him already?
See, look, Jimmy's right. Jimmy's like, that's like Scoop is the face of Chop Sports.
Yeah, Jimmy's way off.
I'm not, exactly.
There was a comment before saying
Ohtani's not the face of baseball.
From AJ saying something about like that Jimmy watches
Matlock and MASH.
MASH and Dick Van Dyke.
Murder, She Wrote.
Jimmy twirls. He's like, you're gonna make it after this.
Oh my God.
Flings the hat up.
It's true though. But come on.
No, I was saying really quick.
The face of baseball is clearly Carlos Cookie Carrasco, according to that. I don't think Soto's the face of anything. Great player, but I barely see Soto in highlights. It's all Ohtani, Judge, and Tatis when healthy. AJ makes the most logical.
He's right.
Debate right there. Well, not debate, just statement. That's the statement. College World Series, I've not watched.
Number 1, 4, 10, and 11 all failed to make the World Series.
Who's in it?
I don't know. Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Ole Miss.
Notre Dame beat Tennessee.
And
Tennessee
number
was
one
the
seed.
number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Interesting. They still using aluminum bats down there?
Of course. College
That still
baseball.
blows my mind.
It's
They do that.
weird.
Guys can get killed.
They're doing a lot of. Did you? I mean, obviously. Don't want to say obviously. Did you watch the College Women's Softball World Series?
Yeah, Oklahoma
Bro, the
won.
coverage they're putting on is. I'm like,
Well, I actually like
about
women's
time.
softball,
It's
but then
about
Women's
time.
softball is.
after that, though, it's like done.
But
like they have
did
nothing
more-
after
they
that.
did
Chop Sports needs to come up with a women's baseball league.
Yeah,
They did more,
like league of their own.
They did
Where
more
the
for that
members? Sorry.
than ESPN did for the NHL. Right? Did you? I mean,
ESPN's coverage of NHL has been piss poor.
what they've done for the World Series is phenomenal.
I've
dude.
seen it. You're
It's
right. I've seen a lot of
crazy.
commercials. Every time you turn it on, it's on.
I'm like,
Yeah.
why didn't they do this with
Great.
hockey?
Great.
You saw LeBron wants to own a Vegas team for basketball.
Sure, he does.
What?
He has the money.
He's still playing.
Oh no, when he retires after Bronny
I'm sure
joins
LeBron
them.
is a phenomenal entrepreneur. He's a billionaire, all that shit. So go on a team. Fine. Great. Do it.
Jimmy Plummer
Bring back
said
the Seattle Supersonics.
Hicks is the face of baseball.
Oh, and congrats to Daniel Suarez, first Mexican driver to win a NASCAR race.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Congratulations on that.
Did you see the
Great.
guy?
No, I know. That's just what I watch. What do you want? I watch NASCAR.
I'm
I
with
watch
you.
cornhole at 3 in the morning on
Great.
ESPN.
Unbelievable
Jesus
NASCAR
Christ, you need
coverage.
to go to a NASCAR game.
Game. Listen to you.
A race.
I want to go.
Have you ever been? I used to live in Bristol,
Yeah, I just went
right
to
next
I
to
just went to
Tennessee.
Dover
It's
last
it's
night.
crazy,
He's like
bro.
sitting there in a house right outside the track.
Bro, it's wild.
Oh my
It's out of
god.
hand. Did you see the guy in the Chop Sports group that he posted like his bet
Ryan?
winnings? No, and they were like both $2 bets, and he would $4,000.
Is there logistics to that? Like, I know you asked for the ticket scoop of that guy who cashed that big bet.
Yeah, I saw it.
I know, but like, I don't know. I feel like I think
fake?
it's false.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
You mean so? Well, it's not false.
Somebody did it.
Someone did it. You think he thinks
I think it just
took
wasn't
someone?
him.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Like,
Show me your account.
yeah, God, but
Yeah.
please give me your social security number
Record it.
and your login information. Yeah. When he posted that, I was like, ooh, I don't know.
$2. What was it? $2.
$2 to win like $4,000.
$4,000?
He's like, show me your ticket. And it's like every player in the league to hit a home run on that day. And you're like, oh, they all did. Stop.
for him.
What's he saying?
I hope
now?
it's true.
Can you see that?
Scoop over under 110.5 NFL wins against the spread. I'll take the under.
Because there's 200. He thinks I'm going to go 109 and 163 against the spread. That's probably accurate. So I'm going to take the under.
I think me and Gooch finished just over 500, both of us.
That's good. Plus
So-
money. You won like $10.
Exactly. Yo, Sauce, you need somebody to help you out with football, man. I'm your guy, bro. I'm your guy. No, I know Gooch is actually going to get heavily involved into that this year. He wants to handicap some games. Yeah, so that's all the drunk status with Kyle and Ryan about the Saints. Yeah. I'm on team Kyle here. I think the Saints got
I didn't read
worse,
it was too much.
but they did add pieces. Great, but the pieces they lost are going to hurt.
So what's the over-under on the Saints wins this year?
I think it's set at 9.5. I want
9
to say.
and a half.
I
That is very
think
high.
The Saints?
Saints, right?
I'm saying if Michael Thomas like comes back and actually plays,
You might
but
want
then
out of
you don't
there.
know what you're getting with Kamara either.
Kamara might get suspended.
I know. So it's like,
Everybody,
dude,
let's not forget that Kamara beat the piss out of somebody over
And
a
it's on
Vegas
video.
weekend. Yeah, right. Exactly.
I'm
He's
like
yoking
I'm
somebody.
like the
up.
only guy who thinks Kamara's not that good. So
You don't think he's that good?
he's all right.
when he
We
played,
catch the
got,
ball.
we got Kamara at home. We got Tony Pollard.
He can catch the ball. That's
hey,
great.
there was just a report coming out on that this morning.
I
That he's
know.
going to
He's
get
going
all
to
the
play slot
touches.
receiver, possibly.
Who?
Tony Pollard. Better watch out, motherfuckers. Here come the Cowboys. No, I'm kidding. Listen, it's too early for me to really get into there. Saints lost a lot, but I still think they're better. They gained a lot as well. No, don't get me wrong. That's coming from AJ. They definitely added pieces. They did well in the draft. But when you start, the biggest stat and the alarming one that Kyle put up yesterday was that they lost their starting left tackle, one of the best in the league, and now they have the 31st ranked left tackle starting. You're protecting Jameis Winston in that brand new ACL's blind side. You better be careful.
Saints are going to go 6-11.
That's bold.
New coach too, right? Sean Payton's on there.
Yeah, no.
anymore.
Yeah, no, they hired the
Sean Payton
defensive
died or
coordinator.
something.
He didn't die. Jesus Christ, he's on NBC.
He turned into Kevin James.
He took over Breeze.
It's actually Kevin James.
He took Breeze's job. That's weird.
He did though, bro.
Is he in Fox?
I don't know.
Oh, whatever. Sean Payton.
No, he
is
won't
Sean
last.
Payton. He'll be the Cowboys head coach next year. Saints win totals at 8. I'm
Yeah,
probably
under.
gonna a flat number like that. That's what makes it hard. When they're flat numbers like that, that's what makes it difficult.
That's the under.
Because I could see them winning 8 games on the money and go 8-9. Because if you think they're going to be an over 500 team, then they're going to win 9 and you take the over. But if you think they're under 500, then that's a tough bet. I'll readdress that in September.
Jameis throws a lot of interceptions, dude. So
don't tell that to Gooch.
Bucks win the division.
He's a top fan
by
on his
5.
OnlyFans account. What?
Bucks win the division by 5. The division's so bad.
In any event, that's been a show, ladies and gents. I want to thank Scoop for filling on in and when he's supposed to be working and doing all his insurance stuff. But he comes in here and he fills in for Gooch, who will be back tomorrow on the show, along with a packed house. The interns are back. I got to talk to Madison because, ready for this? You want to see the gall on Madison? Ready? She's our brand new intern. We've worked with her for almost a year now with the CHOP athletes and all this stuff. The first and only text that I got immediately following the Rangers' loss was by Madison.
Go Bolts.
With a Devils emoji guy. I'm like, are you kidding me? I literally said, I was like, are you serious right now doing this? And she just laughed. And I was like,
nice.
Wow, she thinks she's tough. Well, guess what? You got to face the music tomorrow there, Madison. Or no, Wednesday? Whatever.
Tuesday.
Any of it. No, she's here Wednesday, Thursdays. And then Nick is here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We got a nice little schedule ski going on. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like the video before you get out of here. It helps us tremendously. We appreciate you guys as always. So for Sturch and Scoop, and of course, new Daddy Rob, we'll be back tomorrow. And so will
Can you call me Daddy too?
I'm not calling you Daddy.
Please call me Daddy, Dave. God damn it, Dave. Come on, look at these nipples.